order for Let's Spill the Tea.
Oh,
Oh my god, we're recording.
hey,
Hello.
hey.
You're so fucking loud in my headphones right now.
Sorry.
Hello. No, mine was cranked up. Hi.
Wow.
I have chai tea and I'm happy.
I just have black tea.
It's not even a good chai tea, but it's still tea and I am happy.
I have regular water, cherry limeade Sonic flavored water, Dr. Pete, because not Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pete
No,
for the
Dr.
soda stream. For the soda stream and black tea. I'm gonna have to pee.
I have blue Gatorade Zero and like an ounce of water left in my water bottle.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I'll probably have to pee at the end of this too. Don't worry. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my gosh, today is my stepdad's birthday.
Happy birthday, stepdad. I don't know your name.
Adam.
Adam. Happy birthday, Adam. He probably doesn't even listen to this shit.
Yeah, my parents don't. None of my family knows about it, I think.
Oop.
I told them and they forgot. So they don't care.
Oopsies.
They don't care.
Oh, by the way,
this tea is cold.
Oh, that's so sad. We totally fucked up because remember how like I accidentally messed up the schedule?
Mm-hmm.
Which it's still something. It's still looking weird and it's all fucked up and I really got to go in this calendar and like fix it because like I swear like it looked okay. No. We're right. Okay,
You were fixing it while I was walking into work one day and I got spammed.
Sorry.
I was like trying to clock into work and they were like, and I was like, okay.
No. So like I'm looking at the calendar on my iPad and it's doing a weird thing where it's putting like a gap in between the months. So it doesn't like line up like how the 31st, the next box is just the 1st. No. It puts a whole space of a week.
Why?
I don't know. So it really threw me off. But this is the episode. It's St. Patrick's Day when we're recording this. But happy delayed April Fool's Day and Good Friday and happy almost Easter to those who celebrate. We're not. We kind of forgot how schedules work. So we didn't plan anything. We didn't plan anything for this one. The big thing is if it's like a holiday where the episode's going to be released. We usually do something more for that. We're obviously doing shit for Halloween. That's a given.
Well, obviously.
If we didn't, I think we'd be terrible people.
Excuse me.
So we said what tea we're drinking. Do you have tea this week that you want to share?
I don't think so. I think I'm just existing. I'm floating through life.
I felt that. I had a family, in air quotes, family dinner on Sunday night, which it was dinner with my boyfriend, his dad, and who he considers his sister, who's like just a really close friend to both of us. You know, Kaylee.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the whole plan was for us to go to dinner and discuss the Japan trip. We discussed the trip for all of 5 minutes and then got distracted by the amount of food in front Because, like, the portions were fucking huge. So,
I did nothing.
Cool. Also, hi, Kaylee. If you're actually still listening to this podcast, I know I literally, like, just sent it to you, like, 2 days ago or a week and 2 days ago or whatever, however time works. Whenever this comes out, I like just sent it to you, so you're probably not going to listen to this episode for a while if you even do.
Hey.
But Kaylee said she's going to be a new listener for us.
Great. That's scary.
No, Kaylee's chill. We love Kaylee. She and I are going to try to go on a sushi date soon.
Okay.
Well, because, so I also hung out with my other friend this weekend, Marissa. And she doesn't care if I name drop her. I'm not throwing out any details, really. So we were both kind of craving some sushi. So we decided to go to a revolving sushi place.
Yeah.
First of all, for like fast food like sushi, really good.
Oh.
Especially like the options for a vegan. She's vegan.
Mm-hmm.
She had plenty of options. It was just like not a lot of them were going around the belt, so she had to order it. But that still wasn't a problem because it was still like out within a couple minutes of us ordering it. You know?
So it was good.
It was good. And then I told Kaylee about it, and she's like, I want to go. And I'm like,
so now you're going?
So just tell, like, I'm literally waiting for her to text me and be like, I want sushi. And I'll be like, all right, bitch, I'm picking you up. So
I wish I could eat sushi. My family, for our family dinner last Friday, went to the buffet that we always go to.
I saw I could tell by the photo you sent me.
Yeah, it was for our family dinner.
Which
and
I
was
feel like that's kind of far for. Or are you talking Paul's family?
No.
Your family? That's kind of far for you guys.
Yeah, don't know why that's where they wanted to go, but my grandparents wanted to go there.
It's a good buffet.
We could have gone to the one that's closer, the one that we've gone to with my sister.
What I say is the one by you has a better like dessert array, and the one by me has like a better food array. Does that make sense?
But still, like, me and my dad can't eat like anything.
So, a lot of it has cross-contamination.
I ate a lot of General Tso's chicken. I got some hibachi. I wanted sushi, but I can only eat the ones that don't have like
you can basically eat the ones that Marissa eats.
Yeah.
So like the cucumber rolls and the veggie rolls and all
but they literally didn't have any. And I was like,
they usually don't.
And I was like, this is some bullshit.
It's usually like the basic rolls and nigiri.
I had honey chicken. I had A1 marinated steak.
Oh, I wish I could eat that.
Garlic bread?
Of course.
Some noodles, some hibachi noodles, some hibachi steak. I ate 2 full plates and dessert.
So, the revolving sushi place that we went to, if you get 15 plates, if you eat 15 plates, you get a little like gotcha trinket.
Yeah.
We ate 13.
So do you have to eat 15 altogether?
Yeah, so as you eat, you put the plates in the slot.
Yeah. They count how many?
Yeah, because it's charge per plate kind of thing. So, which like it actually wasn't as expensive as I thought it was gonna turn out. Because I had 7 plates. Marissa had 6. So we were like, oh shit, we're 2 plates away. Do we do it? And we were like, nah, we're too fucking full.
That's really sad.
I know, we were so close. I told her that if we got to 14, we have to get a 15th.
Well, obviously.
Like at that point. But we were just too full to both eat another plate of something. Because like they were like big pieces of sushi too. It's like the rolls were like, I'm used to a roll being like the size of a $50 at most, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, this shit was like, I can't really explain it, so I'm just gonna show you. It was like this big.
Damn, there's
some
no
of them
way
were
you could get me to
huge.
eat that. You are not getting me to eat that.
I didn't get the ones that were like that big. I got some of like the oval shaped ones. I got a lot of nigiri style sushi. I'm just rambling about how much I love sushi at this point.
It's okay. I accept it.
I'm sorry that it's very difficult for you to eat with cross-contamination and your allergy.
Yeah, it's okay.
But you know what?
Okay.
My boyfriend really doesn't eat fish. But I got my vegan best friend to go so I can... He's gone to revolving sushi without me, so I'm not even like that worried. But yeah. On that note, so because I morally can't steal sushi, I guess we can talk about a different stealing situation. I don't know how to segue this. I don't know how to segue this.
That was a crazy segue, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
That was kind of crazy.
how else do I segue this shit?
I don't know. But
Anyway, this week I am going to be talking about the Krupp Diamond Theft.
the what?
The Krupp Diamond Theft.
I have no clue what that is. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm stupid.
Well, I'm going to tell you about it. How's that?
Fine. Fine, if you must.
Yeah, I think it's kind of our job at this point, but okay. Even though we don't get paid. Does anyone want to sponsor us? We're broke.
No one is going to sponsor this.
Oh my god.
Maybe if I talk about something in every episode, like I'll start the episode off talking about how much I love something.
Honestly, how many times do I say, like, I love tea? Can, like, David's Tea sponsor us or something?
Isn't that the same people that like sponsored like or had a collaboration with like Simply Neological?
I don't freaking know anymore. It's possible. Anyway, now I guess let's just jump right on into it. On April 10th, 1959, the FBI would work a case where it would turn into a cross-country chase.
Oh.
I just realized I don't think I've done any recent stories. Everything has happened in the 1900s.
Is that bad?
No, I'm just shocked I haven't done anything like more modern.
I guess. I mean,
'Cause, like,
I don't really do a lot of new stuff either, I don't think.
No, well, 'cause, like, we're kind of going through our list and like there's a lot to go through.
It's okay. We
So
understand.
I'm gonna just preface this by saying I had to look up how to say their last name. It is a German last name. I saw Krupp, I saw Krupp, I saw Kropp, but mostly I saw Krupp. So
Okay.
that is how I will be saying it. If it is incorrect, I do apologize, but I did specifically try to look this up. But because I have never met these people, I don't know the actual pronunciation. So our main victim in this story is Vera Krupp. She was a German actress who married and then later divorced a wealthy German industrialist, Alfred Krupp. We're unsure if this ring was a gift or she bought it herself, but like this was a very flashy ring that it was such a huge rock I could never wear.
I would never wear a huge rock. I don't even want a diamond.
No, I don't want a diamond either, but I'd be happy with whatever I got. So,
Oh, look at you. Sorry.
I don't have anything right now.
You act like I do.
I know.
Like
But you guys have been dating longer.
Okay, fine.
All right. So the diamond was a blue-white stone that weighed 33.19 carats and was about the size of a marble, which was 3/4 of an inch long, which is like huge for a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
That like I don't know. That must have like weighed so much on her too.
Probably. She was probably like walking around with her hand limp.
Right. Or she like did some finger exercises to like work it out, get it stronger.
Finger exercises. What? What?
Anyway. On each side of that diamond, there were two smaller 2-carat baguette-shaped diamonds.
Baguette?
So, yeah,
Like
so like
bread?
oval. Yes.
Did
Like
they have
it
the
was
little
oval.
things?
Like very skinny ovals.
Okay.
That
I'm imagining like bread. I'm like
That is how it was described on the FBI website. The FBI website is my main go-to source because it is a government website.
okay. I accept.
So back in 59, it was worth $275,000. And that's just a lot of money for me now. But if this ring still exists, I will get to that at the end of the story, obviously. I wrote on the side, fuck, I'm broke as fuck. But now it's obviously worth a lot more than it did then, but the equivalent is $3,084,286.21.
If anybody spent that much money on me for one single thing, I think I would crap my pants.
I think I would just die. I'd be like, okay, so now we're both broke. Like, what the fuck? Just kill me.
Now we're both broke.
unless like a rich man came up to me and was like, here's a present. I'm like,
a rich man?
Listen, I want to say, but it actually might trigger it. Alexa, play Rich Man by Espa.
I am a rich man.
Okay,
anyway. Espa, sponsor us.
Do you like our cover? So Krupp adored her ring and wore it everywhere she went. Like, even if like she just went to the grocery store or she was just going to get the mail, she was wearing her ring.
Okay. Interesting.
So she was also the very first owner of this ring. Like, it was pretty much like, as people would say, it was made for her. I don't know if it was actually like designed for her, but she was the first person to actually like own the ring.
Okay.
So she lived 26 miles southwest of Las Vegas at Spring Mountain Ranch, which was 500 acres of land.
That's a lot of land.
That is
I'm concerned.
So much. Oh, she was just rich.
What do you need that much money for? Or much land for?
Don't ask me. Listen, if you got the money to spend, like...
I guess, but that's just overkill, I feel like.
She had people working on the ranch. That's what I know. But her home would be the location of our crime, sadly. Or where our crime begins.
Oh?
So,
okay.
On the evening of April 10th, as she was finishing dinner with her ranch foreman, which ranch manager, I guess.
Okay.
There is a plane going by.
Oh, hello, plane.
I'm waiting for it to like. It was just so loud. I'm waiting for it to go away. I feel like we're back in Stray Kids when we were watching planes go by.
That's. I just looked at the Stray Kids videos like recently.
Oh my God. It's still going.
How?
Bro, I have no idea. They're. Corey, you know where I live.
Like, yeah. But that's a lot. That's a long time.
Anyway, so as she was finishing dinner with her foreman, 3 men knocked on her door. Seems okay enough, right?
I guess.
So they forced their way inside within seconds of like her opening the door.
Oh.
And so the two I don't know if I have the foreman's name. Apologies. I saw conflicting sources.
Okay.
So basically the two of them were tied back to back with wire from one of the lamps in her house. And they literally ripped the ring off of her finger so forcefully it actually drew blood.
Ow.
It was also a little tight on her.
Okay.
So like blood
It's
pooling.
supposed to be a little bit tight.
Exactly. It's not supposed to budge. Also, diamonds are sharp.
Yeah.
But basically, it seemed like the robbers had studied the home before arriving for this crime. They ransacked through the ranch like they knew it well. Like they were looking for specific things.
Okay.
They took $700,000 in cash, which is $850,910.34 in today's.
Dog, I would be pissed if I lost $7 million.
Right?
I would be pissed.
But here's the weird thing. The only other things they took were a revolver and a
Okay.
camera.
Why?
That's why it seems like they kind of like studied their whereabouts.
They
Like,
had to, right?
there's no way that you would go specifically for a specific camera. She could have had multiple cameras.
So they went for a specific camera in there.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, huh? I'm just as confused as you are about that.
That's interesting.
So, after our thieves left, they eventually freed themselves. Because, they just left them tied up.
They left them tied up?
They left them tied up.
Interesting.
So, again, this is the late 50s. So the
Yeah.
battery-powered phone was sadly dead. So they had to drive to Las Vegas airport just to call police. Which
Imagine
is
imagine having to drive.
No, it's
away.
like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. So FBI were immediately involved because A, this is grand theft, and B, there was a strong possibility that the ring was already over state lines. Which
Great.
it was. So once it crosses state lines, jurisdiction goes to the FBI, depending on the severity of the case. This one was an obvious yes. This is worth too much money. So they immediately suspected fugitive John William Higginson, who was already wanted for a very similar theft in California.
Okay. Good starting point.
FBI would be searching across the country for him, but he moved in a very odd pattern. The robbers traveled from Las Vegas and stopped at the following places in this order that I got mapped out from the FBI website as well.
Okay.
Listen, I gotta list my sources.
I understand.
So, after Las Vegas, they went to Ogden, Utah, then Miami Beach, Chicago, St. Louis, Cairo, Illinois, back to Miami Beach, Bossier City in Louisiana, Hot Springs, Arkansas, back to Chicago again, Birmingham, Alabama, and then finally Newark, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Oh, yes, New Jersey, baby.
Of course it's Newark. Everything happens in Newark.
Everything happens in Newark. So, Higginson would actually be arrested in Louisiana, April 27th, 1959. Along with him, they arrested Marion Carter Bowman and William S. Davey in Bossier City. So, 6 weeks later, and remember I said they were arrested in Louisiana, but we will still get into Newark. Okay. 6 weeks later, an agent from Newark was given information from an informant of a local grocer, Joseph F. Simonetti, that he was asking around trying to sell a, quote, large diamond.
Oh, wonderful. You're so smart.
So that led us to the holder, James George Reeves. We searched, they.
Yeah, we did. Me and you.
Yeah, we did it, guys. So they searched his hotel room in Elizabeth, and they found the large diamond in his inner coat pocket.
Okay.
Now, okay, great. The diamond's been found. But wait, weren't there two others? Weren't there two smaller diamonds?
Oh, goodness.
So they were already sold to a jeweler back in St. Louis for $150,000. I do not know if it's $150,000 total or $150,000 each. I think it was total.
Okay.
But still, they were already sold.
That's a lot.
Done.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
So some other accomplices include Edward Daniel Hay and Julius Berger. Simonetti was charged with conspiracy and pled innocent with a $10,000 bond, which even in the 50s, that is a very high bond. The case was shown to a federal grand jury in Las Vegas on June 30th. Higginson, Reeves, Hay, Davy, Bowman, and Berger were charged with conspiracy to transport stolen property. All but Berger were charged with interstate transportation of stolen property. So Berger was just charged with conspiracy. I don't know. So on November 2nd, the 6 of them were tried. It was shown through testimonies, motel registrations, and plane tickets how the diamond moved across the country, which is how the FBI was able to map it all out. On November 20th, 1959, Reeves, Davy, and Berger were found guilty. And then on December 11th, Higginson, Bowman, and Hay were also found guilty. So don't worry, they're all gone.
Okay, they're all gone.
They're all in jail.
No one got away with it.
Yeah, they would all later file for appeals, but that ain't happening.
Definitely not. Imagine trying that, though.
So, as we know, as time goes on, evidence changes and new information can be found. So, on June 20th, 1963, Bowman and Higginson were granted a new trial. The court reporter died in a car accident before the translation of her stenographic notes were completed. So, when using a stenograph, am I saying it right? A stenograph? Yeah, okay. So, when using a stenograph, it's kind of like coding in a way, just so she can type super fast, or whoever's doing it. So it needs to be translated to make sure that the words are like correct. But because she died, they kind of just had to guess.
Okay.
But Bowman was still found guilty and sentenced to 5 years with a $10,000 fine for conspiracy and 10 years for interstate transport of stolen property. So he was still charged with the same thing he was already found guilty for. But Higginson was actually found not guilty later on and just finished out his sentence for the California crimes.
Okay.
So remember, Higginson was arrested separately from the rest of them.
Yeah.
So they only thought he did it because of his crimes in California.
But he didn't.
The jury found him not guilty of being part of the Krupp Diamond Theft.
Okay.
So he would then finish out his sentence for what he was found guilty for, which was his California crimes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yay, Krupp finally got her diamond back.
Finally got the diamond.
It was evidence. So
well, yeah, she couldn't have it back.
She physically could not have it back because it was locked up in an evidence locker, and it was needed for this specific trial because it was the core evidence. So she had it reset with a new platinum band, so it was like all brand new. And a glass replica of this diamond was actually donated to the FBI by the jeweler who reset it, Harry Winston, as a thank you and recognition for the successful investigation. So it was like a little memento, nice. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think, like, honestly, if, like, so many successful cases were like, thank you, FBI, here's something to, like, put on your wall of, hey, we have solved cases. But, like, the thing is, there's so many cold cases out there, too. I feel like, I don't want to say this one wasn't one of the major ones, but, like, there were a lot, lot of harder cases out there.
They could deal with, yeah.
But if they don't have, like, the tools they need to solve it, here they thankfully did. So, yeah. She continued to reside on her ranch, where she redesigned the main room, added a pool, and this is my favorite part. She made a secret passageway to a bedroom. So, like, I want a secret passageway. I want secret passageways.
Who doesn't want a secret passageway?
Right? Like, I want a, like, secret, like, door that, like, opens up to a library. You know?
I mean, I don't want a library, but...
Okay. I mean, it would be like a reading, like, room, you know? Where, like, I get to store all my books, make it all fancy, make it all comfy. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So, Krupp actually died on October 16th, 1967. So, where's the ring now? This was almost 60 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
so
I thought it went back to her.
well, she had it till she died.
Oh, so nobody knows where it went after she died?
Wrong. We do know where it went. I thought she
well,
would have been
okay.
buried with it. Which,
Okay.
like, she loved that ring so much. She didn't
Yeah,
want
I
to be
feel like
buried with it.
Who decided that?
I think it was like in her will or something. She was like, I don't feel the need to be buried with it. Like, I don't know.
I guess good for her.
Yeah. So, May 16th, 1968, the ring went up for auction at Park Burnett Galleries in New York City, which is now known as Sotheby's. I hope I'm saying that right.
Sotheby's?
Sotheby. Apostrophe S.
Okay.
Yeah. Sotheby's. I don't
Something.
I spelled it out, so.
It's something.
So the ring would then be purchased by Richard Burton, who was an actor, for $305,000. Now, do you want to know how much that is now? Because I know you like it as much as I do.
Yes, of course I do.
$2,875,416.23. Thank you, inflation calculator.
I want $2 million.
Who the fuck doesn't want $2 million, Corey?
I guess everybody does.
Exactly. We live in a greedy economy.
That's because the economy is ass. We need to be greedy.
Yeah. Okay. So Richard Burton actually gave it to his wife, who was also an actress, Elizabeth Taylor, as a gift.
Elizabeth Taylor.
He said, quote, I wanted the diamond because it is incomparably lovely and it should be on the loveliest woman in the world.
Stop.
It's so cute.
That's so cute. If somebody said that about me, I'd cry on the spot.
I read that and I'm just like, why does no one say that about me? So, Elizabeth Taylor was known for her fashion statements and fabulous jewelry collection to go with it. So, like, just adding this ring to it, like, it made sense.
It makes it so much better.
So, she referred to the gem as her baby, 33 carats and growing.
That thing's her child.
It literally
weighs the same as a baby.
Oh my god, no. So Taylor wore the ring all the time as well and honored Krupp that way. So in 1993, she guest starred on The Simpsons as herself, and her character would also wear the ring nonstop, even while cleaning.
Oh, that's cute.
So now this diamond is known as the Elizabeth Taylor diamond. Because she owns it now, so.
That makes me sad, though.
So Elizabeth Taylor was also like a very big HIV and AIDS advocate. Activist. Same thing. So when she died, March 23rd, 2011, for her foundation, the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, this ring and all of her jewelry was auctioned for her foundation to go towards HIV and AIDS research, which is still an important thing these days. Please don't forget, it is still an epidemic. Please be safe out there. So her entire, I didn't do the like money conversion thing because it wouldn't be like, it was only like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal. But her whole collection sold for $156.8 million.
Girl, that woman was worth money, apparently.
And again, this was just the ring and all of her jewelry. Like, imagine.
That wasn't everything else.
Exactly. So the ring alone was actually $8.8 million.
That's crazy.
And it was sold to a South Korean conglomerate the South Korean conglomerate group Eland. And is now the plan was to put it on display at a eWorld theme park in Daegu, but yeah. Are you okay? Is it because I said it was South Korean?
No, what do the South Koreans gotta do looking at a ring like that?
Because they were going to put it on display.
Yeah, why?
Because it's history.
Where? You said a theme park.
Yeah, that part I didn't really understand.
That's why I'm cracking up. Why the fuck in a theme park? Like, sure, maybe a museum, but why a theme park?
Bro, I don't
what
make
is
the rules.
What are South Korean theme parks like? Do they have $1 million rings on display? I'm gonna ask Sungwon.
Oh, I forgot about Sungwon.
I'm gonna be like, yo,
what the fuck is eWorld?
One, what the
is there
fuck
a diamond
eWorld?
there?
Two, do you guys have diamond rings on display in your amusement parks? Like,
he'll literally text back and be like, Rin, what the fuck?
He's gonna be like, what are you asking me this for?
What are you on?
It's okay.
So, yeah.
I don't even think he would answer right away. He's like doing animation.
Oh, is he done with his military service?
Yeah.
Yay!
Now he's going to like animation school.
Yay!
But it's the way he wouldn't even be able to listen to this podcast and know we're talking about him because he doesn't like understand.
He doesn't know English that well, yeah. He would just hear his name and be like, what?
He'd be like, they're talking about me, but I don't know what you're saying. He would understand basic concepts, but
yeah.
He was doing so good.
But then he couldn't be on his phone.
I
know.
Couldn't
practice.
He was doing so good. He's getting better again.
Good.
Better.
Good. But yeah, that is the T on the Krupp Diamond or Elizabeth Taylor Diamond.
Yay! Yay! That reminds me of the song by Taylor Swift.
But don't worry, next week's is gonna get nice and dark and sinister.
Oh, good. Perfect. That's my favorite kind of story.
As far as I know, no one dies next week, but it's a cold case.
No one dies?
As far as I know.
That's lame.
Okay, fine. Do you want me to fucking do?
No, it's fine.
Do you want me?
It's fine, Kelly. It's fine.
Corey wants death in every episode. There was no death in this episode.
There is, actually.
Okay, in mine.
Everything about mine is always death. You have to die to be a ghost.
But you don't have to die to be a cryptid. Unless you're a vampire, but... Well...
I feel like vampires are like between life and death. I feel like they're not dead.
They're undead.
But they're not like dead.
But their heart's not beating. There's
like,
no blood flow. But their brain is still functioning, yes.
Yeah. Like, they're still, like, somewhat alive. Like, they're werewolves.
Okay. What are we fucking talking about today, bitch?
Well, anyway.
What if I just start... I have an inkling to crochet. What if I just start crocheting?
I mean, you can if you want to. You can.
The way you would just be like, what you making?
Yeah. You have to say what you're making if you're going to crochet.
Oh, a blanket. A blanket.
Oh. I mean,
nothing fancy.
Why not?
You're like,
why not?
Give it to me.
Yeah, I'll take the blanket. I need blankets. I'm always cold.
Listen, once I learn how to do granny squares, like, properly, I can make you a fancy blanket.
Fancy blankets? I love
with
fancy
like flowers and...
Oh my gosh, I love fancy blankies.
See, that? Don't you love having an artsy best friend?
I used to be artsy.
Yeah, now you make me do all the work on the gifts I give you. And you still have that book nook untouched.
Yeah, I didn't start anything.
Because you're waiting for me.
Listen, my brain exerts too much energy trying to remember psychological terms.
And then we talk about paranormal terms and everything just goes out the fucking door.
It's okay. Anyway.
What are we talking about?
preface, I might butcher some of these words.
Uh-oh. Is it in another language?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
I
struggle
looked
with
up how
English.
to I looked up how to say the actual name of what we're talking about and the name of someone. But other names I just completely forgot to look up. So if I just like mess them up.
Okay, do your best.
You're gonna laugh at me.
I always laugh at you though.
Okay. Anyway, we start with a story. Okay.
Ooh, spooky.
Story. Okay. So Oiya is a woman married to a samurai named Lemon.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on. I already paused. The Lemon?
Yeah.
Okay, first I heard, oh yeah, not Oya. And then his name was fucking Lemon.
Yeah, his name is Lemon. Anyway, so Oiya is a woman married to a samurai named Lemon, but their life together is not happy. So Tamiya Lemon.
How could you not love someone named Lemon?
Oh, he's the one that is fucked up.
Oh, never mind. Lemon's the fucked up one because he's all sour. Kill me now, please.
So bad. That was so bad. Anyway, Tamiya.
I need to just shut up.
Tamiya Lemon is cruel, ambitious, and desperate to improve his social standing. Lemon falls in love with another woman from a wealthy family and wants to marry her, but Oiya is standing in the way. Instead of divorcing her honorably, he conspires to get rid of her. He gives Oiya a medicine that is actually poison. The poison doesn't kill her immediately. Instead, it horribly disfigures her face. Her eyes droop, her skin decays, and her hair falls out in clumps. When Oiya sees her reflection, she is devastated. In some versions, she dies from the poison, and others, she kills herself in despair. But after death, Oiya becomes a Yurei, driven by betrayal and rage. Her spirit haunts Lemon relentlessly. Her disfigured face appears in lanterns, mirrors, and dreams, and he begins to see her everywhere, even in the face of his new bride. His sanity slowly unravels. Lemon's attempts to escape only make things worse. He strikes what he thinks is Oiya's ghost, but ends up killing his new wife instead. Everywhere he turns, Oiya's ghost follows. Eventually, her curse leads to his complete ruin, whether through madness, death, or both, depending on the story. She represents betrayal, injustice, and vengeance. Her distorted face is one of the most recognizable images in Japanese horror. Actors who perform the kabuki plays Yotsuya Kaiden visit her grave to avoid misfortune. This is one of the most popular stories of a Yurei.
Spooky. That's so fucked up, though. Like, his new wife, I don't think deserved it.
No, definitely not.
Because, like, she didn't have anything to do with it. Like, she didn't ask a married man to fall in love with her.
She didn't deserve to die either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't deserve that.
Neither of the women deserved it. It's the men. It's always the men.
Gross. Men.
But anyway, a yurei is a Japanese word that when split in two, we have yu, meaning faint, dim, or hidden, and rei, meaning spirit or soul. So the word means faint spirit or dim soul. These are often spirits who are vengeful or have trauma relating to their living souls. So they're spirits. But they're like a deranged spirit, basically.
They're vengeful.
Yeah. Some of them.
Okay, not all of them.
Okay, so before Japan had formal written history, pre-6th century, this goes all the way back to like the 6th century, beliefs about spirits came from early Shinto traditions. So people believed spirits, or kami, existed in everything, nature, objects, and humans. And when a person died, their spirit didn't immediately leave, it lingered. The living had a responsibility to perform rituals to guide the spirit peacefully. If rituals were neglected, done incorrectly, or the death was violent or unjust, the spirit could become restless, angry, or stuck between worlds. At this stage, Yurei weren't fully defined yet, but the foundation was there. So that's like the start.
Mm-hmm.
With the arrival of Buddhism in Japan around 6th to 8th century, new ideas about the afterlife, karma, and rebirth were introduced. So concepts like hell and spiritual punishment became widespread. Emotional attachment, especially hatred, grief, and jealousy, was seen as something that could bind a soul to the world. And this shaped the Yurei into something more specific. So they weren't just wandering spirits anymore, but they were spirits trapped by unresolved emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Yurei weren't just lost, they had reasons for staying. This was when the idea of ghosts being tied to unfinished business or strong emotions became more defined. During the Heian period between 794 and 1185, that was a really fucking long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yurei beliefs became more structured and influential, especially among the elite. So key developments were the fear of the Onryo becoming widespread, which are the vengeful Yurei. So the Onro. Onro.
Mm-hmm.
Ghosts were believed to cause illness, political instability, and natural disasters. A famous case is Sugawara no Mishizane. That was a
You
crazy name.
good?
I looked up how to say that. I can't speak. So after his exile and death, disasters in the capital were blamed on his angry spirit. And literature like the tale of Genji included spirit possession and jealousy-driven hauntings. Emotions, especially jealousy and revenge, became central to ghostly identities. This is where the Yurei became emotionally driven spirits who return with a purpose. The Edo period from 1603 to 1868 is when the Yurei image we recognize today fully formed. Peace and urban culture caused the rise of entertainment, so theater and storytelling, and ghost stories became hugely popular. Kabuki plays standardized the Yurei look, so the Yurei are depicted with white burial kimonos, long loose black hair, pale skin, limp hands and arms, and no feet, so they are literally just floating above the ground.
I
So
don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. These traits became the classic ghost image that we still see a lot today. So they became both entertainment and moral warnings. So they reflected real fears of betrayal in relationships, abuse of power, social injustice, and the consequences of failing moral duties. Wrongdoings do not go unpunished. That's basically the moral of them. So Yurei continue to evolve, especially through media like horror films and pop culture. Modern Japanese horror heavily draws on the Yurei imagery, so movies like The Ring or Ju-on, The Grudge. These introduced global audiences to long-haired female spirits, slow, unnatural movement, and psychological fear over physical violence. So these Yurei are still tied to trauma and unresolved emotions, but they now also represent loneliness, social isolation, and generational pain. Now I'm done with that part.
Yay. No, I'm kidding.
Yay!
Listen, I don't
there's
have to hear about The Ring and the trauma it gives us.
Listen, there's a reason that the history exists.
Mm-hmm.
So at this current point, we have 4 different types of Yurei. So we have the Onro, which are the vengeful spirits. So they seek revenge on those who wronged them and can harm not only their intended target, but anyone nearby. So they're just very violent.
Mm-hmm.
The Ubame are mothers who died in childbirth, and they often appear caring or searching for a baby.
Oh,
The
that's so
Goryo,
sad.
yeah, it is really sad. The Goryo are noble or powerful angry spirits, and their anger can cause disasters or plagues. And Funa Yore are ghosts of those who died at sea. This is the kind that may try to drag the living into the water.
Pirates?
I hate the concept of like real life pirates. They creep me out.
I mean, pirates were real.
I know, but they creep me out. The concept of like real life pirates.
Oh, Captain Hook?
Captain Hook is not real.
You don't know that.
ASMR. That's your punishment.
I'm gonna fucking throw something at you.
Okay.
I will go through the camera.
Continuing before you throw a bottle cap at me. In Japanese folklore, the Yurei don't appear randomly. They are strongly tied to specific conditions, times, and emotional triggers. They appear mainly at nighttime, most commonly between 2 and 3 a.m. This is obviously the witching hour, but also the hour of the ox.
Huh?
Like, they have, like, hours. Like, you know how, like, there's, like, Chinese zodiacs?
Gotcha.
Like, the Japanese have, like, the hours. Yeah.
Got it. So, like, instead of, like, the year you were born, their version is the hour you were born.
Yeah.
Copy.
Okay. So they often appear in places tied to their death or emotions, like their home, a battlefield, or rivers. Sometimes they even appear in dreams or peripheral vision before they make a full appearance. They may fade in slowly or do the exact opposite and appear suddenly. There's a chance only certain individuals may see them. Some people present won't be able to see them at all. So sometimes only certain people can see them.
So you got like a 50-50 shot at whatever's happening.
Basically. They also appear during Oban, which is the Festival of the Dead, which is held in summer, usually around July or August. And it is believed that spirits of the dead return to visit the living. During Oban, the Yurei activity is thought to increase. Lanterns are lit to guide spirits safely. At the end, rituals help them return to the afterlife, but not all spirits during Oban are harmful. Only the unresolved ones may linger. So spirits like the Yurei.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are deeply tied to emotional triggers, they appear during emotionally charged moments. They're believed to appear when someone is overwhelmed with grief, intense anger or betrayal occurs, or a place holds traumatic memories. These emotions can anchor or even call forth a spirit. A Yurei may appear shortly after death, so if the soul hasn't fully transitioned properly, if the funeral rites were skipped or done incorrectly, or if the person died violently, suddenly, or with unresolved feelings. The spirit lingers because it cannot move on. People are said to see Yurei when they are half asleep, extremely stressed, or emotionally vulnerable, or in isolated or quiet environments. So in these states, perception is obviously more open to spiritual presence.
Mm-hmm.
It is possible that instead of appearing directly, the Yurei may show up as reflections and mirrors, figures in the corner of your vision, or shapes in darkness that become clearer when focused on. So they might not appear directly to you. They might be like lingering around.
Mm-hmm.
You're like chilling. I look so weird doing this. So they don't appear without reason. There's always a reason, which are desire for revenge, the need to deliver a message. They have an attachment to a person still living, or a place. Or they simply have the inability to accept their death, which causes them to reenact their death over and over. They often don't just pop in. Instead, the environment changes first. So there's sudden coldness, a stillness or silence, the feeling of being watched, and then a partial appearance or a shadowy outline seen as a faint human shape. And then finally, the full form becomes visible.
Gross.
So I briefly touched on their appearance during the history part, but I wanted to touch on it again to give a little more like details, because you know, if I saw one of these things, I would be shitting my pants. Like I was reading,
wouldn't anybody, but
and I was like, I would hate my life. But they're most often seen in the white burial kimono, which symbolizes death and transition to the afterlife. They have long, loose black hair that is unstyled, messy, and hangs forward. This suggests because their hair was carefully tied during life, the loose hair suggests that disorder, death, and loss of control. So they have no control over their emotions anymore. They are extremely pale, like me. I'm translucent.
You kind of are.
Their skin appears unnaturally white and sometimes slightly bluish. Their expression is often blank, emotionless, or subtly sorrow or angry. Their limbs are limp or lifeless, so their arms hang down with their wrists bent forward.
Okay.
This posture actually comes directly from kabuki acting styles, so that wasn't incorporated into like the later parts. One of the most iconic traits is that they don't have feet, so their lower body literally fades into nothing, which gives the impression they are floating, not walking. They glide, drift unnaturally, or appear almost weightless.
I hate that they don't have feet.
I don't like feet, so honestly, I feel like I would be chill with that. That would probably be
But,
the
like-
least unsettling part to me. The hair,
But
like the long hair covering
that
their
doesn't bother
face,
me.
that's what
But-
would get me.
No, it is just missing body parts. Like, where the fuck did they go?
I don't know. There's no reason. They just don't have them. So
I don't like it.
that's the basic, concept. But not all of them look the same. So their appearance can reflect how they died or what they feel. So the Onro, the vengeful spirits, have a more intense expression that is darker, more shadowed features, and are sometimes more distorted or unsettling. Spirits of grief or sorrow have a softer, sad expression, less aggressive presence, and may appear almost human at first. So you can't even tell that they're like a Yurei until they start acting crazy. And then the water-related deaths show the Yurei wet and heavy with hair that clings to their face. It is important to note that many of the famous depictions and most common stories are of women, like most Yurei are women, from the historical stories of betrayal, heartbreak, and injustice. It's most commonly surrounding women.
Yeah.
Those feelings are very, like, associated with females. So, when people encounter Yurei, what the heck? Why is my tongue like?
You're struggling a little bit.
Okay. The experience isn't just seeing a ghost. It usually has intense emotions, makes you emotional, and sometimes is a life-altering experience. What happens, though, when you encounter them depends on the type of Yurei and why it has appeared. So they're not a universal, experience.
Yeah.
Every encounter, though, reports emotional effects such as intense fear or dread, sudden sadness or heaviness, feeling watched or followed, and a cold, unnatural stillness in the air. People report drops in temperature, paralysis, and a tingling or pressure.
Ew.
There is a psychological impact from the spirits that include confusion or disbelief, lingering anxiety after the encounter, tunnel vision focused only on the Yurei, distorted sense of time, often with moments feeling longer, and difficulty thinking clearly. Some Yurei just stand or hover and stare at you silently. They may slowly approach or fade away. These encounters are often tied to unfinished business or a desire to be acknowledged. In some cases, the Yurei may speak, which is very rare, and it's usually faint or indirect. They appear repeatedly to the same person and lead someone to a place or object. This usually means they want something resolved or a message delivered. And the more dangerous Yurei may fixate on a specific person, appear multiple times, and create increasing fear or distress. In older beliefs, this could escalate into illness, ongoing misfortune, and emotional or mental strain. So, in general, the Yurei can replay actions related to their death. They can follow someone from a location, appear repeatedly in different places, and stay near a specific individual. It can feel like you're being accompanied, and the presence will never fully leave you. So you'll just feel it 100% of the time. When you're at work, when you're going to the bathroom, when you're taking a shower, even if you can't see them, you will feel them until they move away, until they move on.
Like it. I don't like it.
They can manipulate the environment. So besides changes in temperatures, they can also make the lights flicker or go out, make objects subtly move or be out of place, and can manifest sounds like footsteps, knocking, or faint voices. The Yurei may show up repeatedly in dreams, replay memories or emotions, and create a sense of unfinished business. So this is a major way that they interact without a physical presence. So you deal with that constantly.
Mm-hmm.
After your first encounter, you just constantly have those like dreams. Some of them actually reenact their own death over and over in the presence of the living, trying to get them to catch details in order to get closure. So they're repeating how they died, trying to get the living to be like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
did you know that you have like something in your neck or something? And then once they become aware of it, they're like, oh, that's how I died. And then they can move on.
Got it. So like they're trying to like figure out what happened so they
Yes.
can move on.
Some of them are trapped there because they want that closure. So, something that is rare but dangerous and important is the water or vengeful types of Yurei. So, the water related spirits may lure people toward rivers or seas, and spirits tied to a place may draw someone deeper into it. So, it's usually described as compulsion or attraction, not usually like literally grabbing someone and like pulling them in.
Mm-hmm.
The
It's like
person feels,
the Lady of the Lake
yeah,
kind of situation.
yeah.
Got it. A
So,
siren. Oh my god.
yes,
It's
a
like what's the
siren.
name?
Yeah. So the person feels pulled, compelled, and unable to resist going closer. This manifests as sudden urge to walk forward, or walk towards a place, curiosity that feels unusually strong, and a sense of I need to go there without knowing why. The key detail is that this feels slightly off, like it doesn't feel like those feelings are yours, like you have no explanation.
Mm-hmm.
The yurei may guide attention. You may notice something in the distance, like a figure or a movement. It appears just far enough away that you want to follow it, and when you get closer, it shifts further away again. This creates a slow, continuous leading effect that makes you want to keep following it.
I don't like it.
As someone moves closer to danger, the surroundings may feel quieter or cut off. The awareness of other things fades, and the individual's focus locks onto one direction or target. It's like your world shrinks to a single path forward. So you just want to keep going to that one spot.
Gross.
So fear might mix with curiosity instead of stopping you. So sadness or empathy might make you want to approach. In some other cases, people feel a strong familiarity or connection. Your normal, this is dangerous instinct gets weakened. And as the influence increases, it becomes harder to turn away. Your movements feel automatic, and you may not question what you're doing until later. Some accounts describe it like being on autopilot, but you're still aware. So you're aware of what you're doing, but you don't want to like move.
I don't like
So
it.
the Yurei may be trying to bring someone to the place it died, recreate parts of its experience, get attention in the only way it can, or draw someone into an emotional state. In folklore, the pull can sometimes be interrupted by someone calling your name, a sudden loud sound, realizing something is wrong, or physical contact from another person. These all snap the person back into awareness. So this kind of like pull is very common in the funa yore or the water-related deaths,
Mm-hmm.
where a person near water feels drawn closer, the surface may look calm or inviting, and the urge to step forward increases. This has actually occasionally ended with someone entering dangerous water without fully realizing it and dying. So even after the yurei are gone, people may report continued unease or fear in the location the encounter occurred, strange dreams, feeling watched, and a subtle environmental oddity like hearing sounds or seeing shadows. The yurei can disappear, but only in specific conditions. So, in the moment, the most common description is their form becomes less solid, the edges blur and grow transparent, and they slowly dissolve into darkness or air. It often happens gradually, especially if you're staring directly at them. For the more vengeful spirits, they are there one moment and then completely gone the next. No transition, no sound, just suddenly gone. So the ones that are sorrowful fade away. The ones that are vengeful just disappear.
Gross.
This often happens when they've gotten close enough to their purpose or their purpose for that moment is done. So a very specific behavior is when they are seen clearly in the peripheral vision, but when you turn to face them fully, they vanish. So this plays into the idea that they exist just outside of the normal perception. So if you see them in your peripheral, you'll never be able to look at them directly. They may drift behind something like a wall, doorway, object, or other sort of big object, so like a bookshelf or something, but never reappear on the other side. So it's almost like they exit reality rather than physically like moving. They just disappear. They disappear in the moment for a few reasons. So one of the reasons is that you simply saw them, you followed them or reacted, they got your attention. Once that moment is complete, they fade away. That's all they wanted was attention. Um, it takes energy or emotional intensity for them to appear, so they can't maintain a full form for long, so they naturally weaken and then disappear. Sometimes the disappearance is tied to you. So for the experiences where you're like pulled into like the water or something, if you snap out of that trance-like state, you become fully alert and external stimuli like sound, light, or someone else interrupts the moment. They decide they don't want to pursue it anymore and they disappear. They realize that their moment is gone and they're not going to get anything out of you anymore.
You're like, am I boring you? I see how it is.
I'm boring. Wow. An important note is that disappearing doesn't mean that they've left for good. They may still be nearby, return later, or continue influencing things indirectly. So that's like what I said earlier. Even if they disappear in the moment, a lot of people will still feel their presence 24/7. Like they don't move on. And if they decide that they want to attach to you, you're stuck with them until you can get them to move on.
Lovely.
Yeah. Like there's no spiritual cleansing that you can use for a Yurei. They're stuck with you until they somehow fulfill their purpose.
Great.
Yeah. So for them to move on or disappear for good, they need specific things. So their grudge must be resolved, which is either revenge, justice, or an apology. That has to be fulfilled. If they are angry or upset, they cannot move on without it. A proper funeral or memorial ritual has to be performed. So if they are sticking around because their burial ritual was interrupted or not done properly, performing the proper kind, like on their remains again, can cause them to move on. A monk or a ritual helps guide the spirit onward, or their emotional attachment fades. So if they just have been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, naturally, it just starts to fade.
Okay.
Visually, they may fade into a mist or darkness, dissolve slowly, or for the vengeful ones, suddenly vanish without warning, and then you'll never see them again. You'll stop feeling them, you'll stop having the dreams, everything will go back to normal.
Freedom.
So, Yurei aren't just scary ghosts, they represent many cultural meanings and beliefs within Japan. So, they represent the importance of proper burial rituals, the danger of unresolved emotions, and the importance of apologies, and the idea that strong feelings can transcend death. These are deeply tied to Japanese beliefs on honor, memory, and emotional balance. So the Yurei act more as a cautionary tale rather than simply paranormal story with no backbone. Like there's cultural meaning behind it. And that's all.
Yay. I
Yay.
guess I'll let you know if I run into one when I go to Japan.
Yes, you have to document your
Document my
Japan.
Yurei.
And then you come back to America and I'm sleeping in your room and I'm like, Kelly, there's a girl in the corner. And you're like, what? I've never seen that before. And I'm like, it's right there.
Oh, like, girl, that's furniture. Good luck.
But yeah, that's my story.
We've been traveling with you lately.
I don't think I've ever gone to the same place twice in one of my stories, except for like
Your
maybe
stories.
the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
United States doesn't count.
It's never been in the same state except for
No.
my home.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
'Cause, no,
house and
if we're,
Mantis Man.
I was gonna say, yeah. The Mantis Man. Do you know the Mantis Man?
I still think about that story sometimes.
We all do.
I hate the Mantis Man. I literally had a dream about a praying mantis the other day.
Ew.
They freaked me out so bad.
Well,
Bro, a kid found a praying mantis in like the playground when we went outside the other day, and they picked it up.
Why?
They picked up the praying mantis and they brought it over to me. And I was like, why would you bring that thing over here? And they were like, because don't you think praying mantises are cool? And I was like, no, I don't. I will kill that thing right now. Like, I will stomp on it. I am praying mantis's biggest hater.
Listen, I understand if people didn't listen to episode 1 because that was a big trial run for us and it was a piece of shit. Like genuinely, it was the audio quality is so bad on it. Like,
It's okay.
Jackson literally told me like he skipped the episode. He was like, I can't listen to it.
Does that mean Jackson actually listened to some of them?
Yeah, he did.
And he's probably like, Corey is so fucking weird.
Oh, he already knows that though. So yeah, that was a lot of tea today, especially from you.
My story was not that long.
No, it was just a lot of I'm sorry, what? The Lemon Man. I think I know the title of this episode.
The Lemon Man.
Oh, do you know the Lemon Man? The Lemon Man. The Lemon Man.
I was talking to Paul, I forget. And I told him about the John Wayne Gacy is an elf thing.
Oh
And
God.
he was like, what?
I was like, you gotta listen to know.
Yeah, he has.
I know
listens
he
to them.
listens. Because he'd be
Yeah.
good boyfriend.
Yeah, he is a good.
My boyfriends listen.
The carnations
Are they still alive?
Yeah.
Bitch, you have a black thumb. How?
I don't know. They're still alive though. I've given them water. They're living. Carnations
Damn.
last longer than roses, but it's been 2 weeks at this point.
God damn.
So, beautiful carnations.
But
I
yeah,
love them.
let's sign off because I'd be sleepy.
Okay.
So our social media is Let's Build the Teapot on Instagram. Email if you want to send us story suggestions or you just want to come say hi. Bitch is taking a photo of me. Anyway, our email is lstt.pod@gmail.com. If you, for some reason, want to switch platforms where you're listening to us, you can go to our Instagram where our link tree is. More things will be added onto it as we grow our platform. So yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
That's the tea. And we spilt it.
We did
Bye.
spill it.
Bye.